Hi, I'm Rebecca Bestbuer, and for my final project, I chose a Boys and Girls Club. I wanted to embody a project that was going to change your lifestyle at the Boys and Girls Club. The Boys and Girls Club really focuses on strengthening the community, but I really wanted to focus on strengthening the community at a young age with better lifestyle habits. So, in the 6-week lifestyle program that I plan to implement for the Boys and Girls Club, I want to add more than just the normal 30 minutes of exercise that each kid should get a day. I want to add sleeping habits, eating habits, drinking water, all kinds of things like that that is going to make your lifestyle better. My hope is to have this program available for high school students aged 9 through 12, which brings me into my next slide of our target audience. As you can see, this isn't a picture of 9th through 12th graders. In fact, this is a picture of me. I'm in the right-hand corner and my siblings are in the left-hand corner. And so we first started going to the Boys and Girls Club in 2nd grade. And we were so excited. We made so many good connections with adults and with peers, and a lot of my friends today have come from the Boys and Girls Club. But after 5th grade, we stopped going because they didn't have any middle school or high school programs for us. And I just really wanted to focus on a program that could help those kids, because after I stopped going to the Boys and Girls Club, I just really felt like it was a drop in the bucket, you know? I no longer had any connections. And although I could have reached out, they didn't reach out either. And I just feel like it's super important just to keep those connections, because a lot of kids, especially in high school, need that connection to thrive. And so in this program, I really hope to connect, transform, and change teens' lives. I want them to connect with past peers, but I also want them to make new connections with new people. I want to transform those lives in that 6-week program that I have. But after those 6 weeks are up, I want it to change their lives well into adulthood. I want them to be adults and think, wow, this program really did change my life, and I continue to use the steps that I learned in those 6 weeks. For product and promotion, the product itself, I am going to be adding on to the Boys and Girls Club summer program. So we do lots of different events. It's based out of the Prosser Boys and Girls Club, but a lot of times we have, one-day camps, and for kids under the 5th grade. But in this camp per se, in the 6-week program, I hope that it really you're able to build more connections during this time. And although we're adding on to an existing product and not adding a new one, I really think this opens up a whole new door of opportunities for the Boys and Girls Club. I plan on promoting it through social media, through the high schools, through newsletters, and through events that we have. I realize that parents still do have a big impact on how and what their kids do during high school, so it's really important that we reach out to them too, and not just the high schoolers. For distribution and price, we will need to train our mentors that are going to be with these kids. The plan is to have 6 kids per group and have 1 mentor for every 6 kids. Just so we can kind of have smaller groups, kids can build the connections with their peers, but they can also have a mentor that they'll be able to turn to after the 6-week course is done. The space is going to be at the Prosser Boys and Girls Club. It is planned to be outside, weather permitting, and if the weather is not well during the summer, they can just come inside to the club that day. The cost is going to be $200 per student, and I do realize that is a little bit more expensive than what other camps the Boys and Girls Club offers, but we are going to offer a few discounts on scholarships as well. So we'll do 2 scholarships for every session, and then if you have a sibling in the system of the Boys and Girls Club, or you used to be a part of the Boys and Girls Club, you'll get a 10% discount. And then if you do bring your siblings with you, you'll get a 10% discount as well, which hopefully will bring in a whole new bunch of new members for the Boys and Girls Club. For follow-up and success stories, our initial follow-up is going to be the day of. So after the first day of our first camp, we're going to make sure that everyone is on track and everyone is enjoying what we have to offer and what we are planning on giving them within the 6 weeks. After every week, the staff will meet up and they'll kind of put their heads together, group up, and see on ways that we can better this program. And then after the 6 weeks, we'll get surveys from students, staff, and parents just to see what we can do better for the next year. Our follow-up is going to be the exact same thing, except we're going to send out a survey and see how everyone's doing. Hopefully, we'll have success stories by then and we can share them at fundraising events, other events that we have going on in the community, just so people can really realize how good of a program this is. Well, I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Let me know if you have any questions.